How to pronounce negative contractions in English. All right. How to pronounce negative contractions in English. Hello everyone and welcome to my first English lesson. In today's lesson, we will be looking at negative contractions and how to pronounce them. On the board here, we have a list of negative contractions. We have the basics, we have 3 conditionals, and we have a non-standard form. Let's read the basic contractions. Isn't, aren't, wasn't, weren't, won't, hasn't, haven't, hadn't, don't, doesn't, didn't. If you notice, what we mean by contraction is we're taking 2 words and bringing them together, combining them. Here we have is and not. But this is a contraction, and so we are shortening the words. We're not saying is not, but we're removing the O, adding an apostrophe, and we're saying isn't. We're not saying is not. Be very careful when you come across the contraction. Be very careful not to add and separate the words. You don't want to say is not, for instance, are not, was not, etc., because this is a shortened form of 2 words. And so again, let's practice. Isn't, aren't, wasn't, weren't, won't, hasn't, haven't, hadn't, don't, doesn't, didn't. Notice I am not saying is not, are not, was not, and so forth and so on. Let's look at the conditionals. Would, not, contracted becomes wouldn't. Could not becomes couldn't, and should not becomes shouldn't. Okay? Again, wouldn't, couldn't, shouldn't. All right, now finally, let's look at the non-standard form, which is ain't. All right, because this is considered non-standard, you would not want to use ain't in a business interview or in a business setting. You don't want to give off the impression that you are uneducated, uninformed, or that you are lazy and too casual and informal with your language. Lazy in the sense that you do not care for the social settings that you are in, and so you speak however you please. In English, we must choose our words carefully, and we must speak appropriately in each setting. So here they are. Thank you for watching.